I hope this is not sacrilegious, but I'm not Catholic, but it's Ash Wednesday. And I see a lot of people walking around with the Ash Wednesday mark on their forehead. March 5th at the clock tower in Old Cartagena. I'm meeting a walking group right here under the tower.
So basically the tour is going to be divided in two parts. The first part is going to be here in the old town, and then we're going to be moving to Hexamani, which
Cartagena is a port city on Colombia's Caribbean coast that is unbelievably popular. Almost everybody knows about Cartagena. By the sea is the walled old town founded in the 16th century with squares, cobblestone streets, and colorful colonial buildings. With a tropical climate, the city is also a popular beach destination.
is like the most ancient neighborhood here. It's going to be taking like around 2 hours and 30 minutes. We're going to be covering some topics like the foundation, the independence of Cartagena, pirates, and fortifications. Here is just a business area, hotels, museums, bar, and restaurants. If we would like to live here, basically we need to be millionaires because the properties are very, very expensive, and this is because, the UNESCO declared as a World Heritage of Humanity the center. So, the prices increased a lot. Calculating, I would say Heredia. He was the founder of the city in 1533 on June the 1st. However, guys, remember that everything starts with Christopher Columbus. You remember this name? Yeah, very famous. So Christopher Columbus came to Central America in 1492. However, the Spanish
All right, we're moving on from charm to charm. Is this another group photo? I hope not.
basically everything here has the same name. For example, this museum is the St. Peter Claver Museum, and the body of that man still remains there. Actually, you see the plaque there, it says San Pedro Claver, and you can see like St. Peter Claver. Well, he was known as the slave of the slave because he used to buy the slave to heal their wounds, heal their injuries, and provided a better life. And he was also in charge of baptizing and evangelizing the slave. And over here we have the statue dedicated to St. Peter Claver. And the person next to him is Andrés Acabuches. He was a slave in charge of translating to St. Peter Claver.
San Pedro Claver, canonized 1888, was a Jesuit missionary to South America who, in dedicating his life to the aid of enslaved Africans, earned the title of Apostle of the Negroes. During the time that Colombia was a Spanish colony, it is said that about 250,000 slaves passed through the port of Cartagena. To this day, Cartagena has a significant black population. Putting up a stage for some rock concert. Maybe Nick Jagger, I don't know. Would be good. Plaza Bolivar. Yeah, what would a Colombian city be without a Plaza Bolivar? And there he is, equestrian statue, Plaza Bolivar. I love every Plaza Bolivar that I get to. Very nice. There's my group about 100 yards away. Got to keep peeking over there. From the Plaza Bolivar, more super architecture. And here's another church I can criticize. Oh, whoopee. Another church I can criticize. And the last one I criticized was also on the Plaza Bolivar. During my evening walk, I came across another church that was profound. So back to San Pedro, Iglesia San Pedro. I think it's named, well, here's the Santuario del San Pedro Claver. He had something to do with these slaves. There's a statue of him over there. So let's have a look. Okay. Nothing negative to say here. It's Ash Wednesday, so I shouldn't be making any negative comments. A lot of people have the, and they tell me if I go to the end there, I can get the Ash Wednesday symbol. Hey, that would be. I've never had this done in my life because I'm not Catholic, but hey, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I hope this is not sacrilegious, but I'm not Catholic, but it's Ash Wednesday. And I see a lot of people walking around with the Ash Wednesday mark on their forehead. So, yeah, forgive me, Andrew. I had to do it.
You needed to use a lion, and if you were a sailor, you needed to use animals coming from the ocean. Octopuses, fishes.
As part of the walking tour, we also went to the spectacular ramparts, or the walls of Cartagena, those famous walls. So once again, after much detail, which everybody forgot immediately, 5-minute break to look at the sights. But needless to say, this is a place that is steeped in, you got it, history.
Was created to commemorate the 100 years of independence in Cartagena. Remember.
And at this point, we're moving towards the second part of our walking tour, which takes us into an old area called Gethsemane. Yes, Gethsemane, what a fascinating name. Join me next week for a look at Gethsemane. Thank you for viewing.